guys, welcome to your science lesson with Miss Kristensen. This week we will be studying animals. We will learn what animals are like, how we group them, and the basic parts of their bodies. Can you think of a way to sort animals? Can you think of more than one way? Take a moment now to tell the adult that's with you a way we can sort animals. You can use the sentence stem. One way to sort animals is... We have two objectives this week. I can sort animals into groups based on physical characteristics such as color, size, and body covering. And I can identify the basic parts of animals. Let's start by looking at some animals. This is a monkey. Okay. A monkey is covered in brown and white fur. It runs, jumps, and swings using its arms, legs, and tail. This is a lizard. It is covered in green scales. It scurries about using its four limbs. Its long tongue flicks out and traps its prey. This is a penguin. It is covered in black and white feathers. It waddles and shuffles around with its webbed feet. There are so many different types of animals in the world. In order for us to understand them better, we sort them into groups based on how they are alike. One way we group animals is by body covering. Animals that have scales are called reptiles. They are cold-blooded and have dry, scaly skin. They usually lay eggs, but sometimes give live birth. Other animals that have scales are called fish. Fish are also cold-blooded and lay eggs. They use gills to breathe underwater, and they have fins and a tail to help them swim. Animals that have feathers are called birds. Birds are warm-blooded and lay eggs. Birds' feathers can be different sizes and colors. Birds' feathers help them fly and keep them dry and warm. Birds have 2 wings, 2 feet, and a beak. Animals that have moist, slimy skin are called amphibians. They live on land and in water. Amphibians are cold-blooded and lay eggs. Their webbed feet help them swim. Animals that have fur or hair are called mammals. Mammals are warm-blooded and have live young. Animal fur can be different colors and textures. Fur protects the skin and helps keep mammals warm. What about insects? Are insects animals? What do you think? Take a moment now to tell the adult with you if you think insects are animals or not. Use the sentence stem, insects are or are not animals because... If you said insects are animals, you were right. Insects are animals too. They are cold-blooded and lay eggs. They have 6 legs, 2 antennae, and a hard shell around their bodies. Let's look at some animals together and practice classifying them. First is a kangaroo. It is covered in brown fur. It must be a mammal. It hops using its huge feet and strong tail. Next is an eagle. It is covered in brown and white feathers. It must be a bird. It swoops and flies using its broad wings. It catches prey using its large talons. Next are these goldfish. They are covered in wet orange scales. They must be fish. They use their gills to breathe underwater, and they use their fins and their tail to swim. Next is a frog. It is covered in moist, slimy skin. It must be an amphibian. It uses its webbed feet to swim in the water, and sticky hands to cling to surfaces on land. Next is a dog. It's covered in black and white fur. It must be a mammal. It sits back on its hind legs and wags its tail to beg for a treat. Next is a lizard. It's covered in green scales. It must be a reptile. It has tough skin and a long tail for protection. It uses its 4 legs to scurry around. Last are some ants. These ants are tiny with hard shells around their bodies. They must be insects. They use their 6 legs and 2 antennae to march in a long line. We had 2 learning objectives this week. I can sort animals into groups based on their physical characteristics such as size, color, and body covering, and I can identify the basic parts of animals. Let's review what we've learned. You have learned a lot about animals. Animals can have different body coverings such as feathers, fur, or scales. Animals can be different sizes. They can be small enough to fit in your hand or bigger than a car. Animals can move in different ways using their different body parts. Scientists, your assignment this week is to check out some of the animals at the San Diego Zoo. On their website, they have 11 live cameras where you can check out what the animals are doing in real time. Your job is to observe some of the animals, then choose one animal and draw a diagram of that animal. A diagram is a close-up picture with lots of labels. Don't forget to label your animal's body covering. Have an adult help you upload a picture of your diagram to the Google Classroom assignment. I hope you have a great week of learning, and I can't wait to see what you discover as a scientist. Thanks for watching your weekly science lesson with Miss Kristensen. See you next time!